Okay, today is an exciting day because we get to set up our bee area because we are getting our bees tomorrow morning. We are out in our orchard. We have 6 apple trees right now, and we're right behind the chicken coop. The bees will not bother the chickens, and the chickens will not bother the bees. We're setting up in the front area, so when Sean comes in to do the mowing back here, she does not have to go in front of the hives and disturb them. She can always go behind them. What we're going to be doing first is laying down the tarp, and that's just to prevent weeds from growing up around the hives, and because you don't want to go out there and try to tend to weeds while the bees are there. You just disrupt them and make them angry, and then you just don't want that. So then we're going to be putting skids on top of the tarps that we're going to be setting the hives on top of those. Then we'll be putting all the hives together and just getting ready for everything for tomorrow morning, and we'll bring you along with this, and I'll be coming back after every step and showing you what we did. Well, there we have it. We have the tarp down, and again, that's for weed suppression. You don't want to be out here trying to weed around the bees with it growing up right up next to it, so we try to keep everything clear so we don't have to disturb them too much. Now the next step is going to be the skids, and I will get them put on, and we will be right back. And there are the skids that our hives are going to sit on. Next we'll be putting in the hives, and I will leave the tops off so you can see how we've got the inside of them set up for right now, and we will be back in just a minute. Well, there we have the hives on top of the skids. You can see that they're facing kind of kittywampus. And that's because the entrance to the hives need to be facing southeast. That's just better for the bees. The sun rises in the east, and it gets a little bit of that morning sun to help heat up the hives when they're cold. And that's where the bees are orientated from. So the next thing we'll do is mix up some sugar water, and our mixture is 1:1 by weight, which means 1 pound of water equals 8 pounds. So we'll put 8 pounds of sugar inside that 1 gallon of water, and we'll mix it up and make sure it's all dissolved good, and we will pour it inside of our internal feeders that I have, and we'll get that all ready for them, so I won't have to do that in the morning. Let me see if I can zoom in here. You can see that I have a space in the center of it, and that's just to make room for the nucleus colonies that are coming in. They will be 5 frames established with a queen. So when we install them, we have to install them in order that they are in the nuke box themselves. That way no bees get confused on where they're at. They all know where everything else is at, and everything's just hunky-dory. So the next thing is installing the bees. So we will do that in the morning, and then as soon as it gets daylight, I will come out and finish this video and show you how everything looks. We'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning everybody. Got back from getting our nukes this morning. We've installed them on top of the boxes and left them open for several hours now, trying to get the bees acclimated to where they're going to be. And now I am going to install the frames into the hives, and we just got to, like I said before, we got to make sure that we put them in order that they are in the nukes themselves. That way everybody doesn't get confused on what's going on. So I will do that, and I will be right back. Okay, I just installed all the bees into their hives. Everything went just swimmingly, or buzzingly I should say. Everybody's in their home where they're going to be at for quite some time. No bee stings, so I do have on my bee suit, so that's an important thing for me. I did leave the nuke boxes laying there. I did shake out all the extra bees, but I just want to make sure that they all get into their new homes, and so we'll leave them there for a couple, 3-4 days, and then we'll come back out and pick them up. The only thing I need left to do is add some water for them. Like I said, they have internal feeders with a 1:1 sugar water mix, which is a gallon of water is 8 pounds, so there's 8 pounds of sugar per gallon of water. Makes quite a bit. Ends up making, if I make 2 gallons of water, it ends up making 3 gallons of liquid. So we are set for the next time we have to refill it, which is probably going to be next weekend, and we will not bother them until then. Hope you enjoyed. If you'd like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be putting out more videos as we go along. Have a nice day.